How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. Today is the last time using the Scyther team, but I can assure you that my next team is complete fire. If you want to battle me, then join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, I found my opponent Drains. I found them in the room 202222021. The standard for casual battle, so if you're not using that room, you should definitely use it. Bring OU Pokemon, okay? Just do it, okay? Anyway, they've got a Tangrowth, an Aerodactyl, Porygon-Z, a Tyranitar, Lapras, and a Scyther. Pretty banging looking team, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Regirock just to get the Stealth Rocks up straight away for the Aerodactyl. Want to break its sash and do all that stuff. And we'll just go from there. And the battle begins. They're going to lead off with the Aerodactyl, as I led off with the Regirock Rock Biter over here. If you get the name Rock Biter, it's if you don't get it, sorry, it's from Neverending Story. There's these giant rock creatures that eat rocks and stuff. They're basically just rockaholics. That's a good nickname, Rockaholic. Anyway, it's probably going to go for a taunt to stop us from getting our Stealth Rocks up, so I'm going to go ahead and go straight for a Stone Edge. Stone Edge also hits everything on their team as well, so they do go for the taunt. That's perfect for us. I knew they'd do that. And the Stone Edge does hit as well, which is great, taking it right down to its sash, which is just perfect. Now, luckily, nothing on their team really wants to take a Regirock Stone Edge. So, I mean, Tangrowth can take it, of course, and that's probably going to come in now. But I'm going to go for it anyway. They're actually going to withdraw the Aerodactyl as expected. They probably want to leave it for later, and they're going to go into Tangrowth. So let's see how much damage Tangrowth takes from a Stone Edge. We actually hit the Stone Edge as well, which is great. It does about a quarter, so that's decent damage, to be fair. Decent damage. So they're likely going to go for a Sleep Powder here, to be honest with you. So I think what I need to do is pick a Pokemon that's going to go to sleep, pretty much. I don't really know what I want to go to sleep. Looking at the matchups here, I'm thinking Flygon's not the best here, so I'm going to go into Flygon. Plus, they might not even go for it. They might go straight for the Giga Drain, trying to get the damage off on Regirock. So going into Flygon is definitely a good shout, I think, because then we can drop a Draco on whatever we want, really, on their team. So let's see what they do. They go for a knockoff. They're going to knock off my Choice Specs. That's a shame. It's a real shame right there. So they know we're special. They also know we're not nearly as powerful anymore. I'm thinking of going straight for a Draco anyway. And if they go into Scyther after that, we just U-turn on it. So let's go for the Draco Meteor. They might go into Lapras as well, but Lapras is fine. We can deal with that. They are going to withdraw the Tangrowth. What are they going to go into, though, to take a Draco Meteor? That's the real question. Tyranitar makes sense. Tyranitar is definitely a decent switch there. Gets a Soundstream up, which boosts its special defense. If you didn't know, Rock-type Pokemon get a boosted special defense from that. We go for the Draco. It does miss, unfortunately, so that means less chip damage, but we can go for a U-turn now. They might have Ice Fang or something, but I think they're probably just going to go straight for a Stealth Rock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my own my own Regirock over here. And what we could do is we could try and hit it with a Superpower. Now, Superpower will do a lot of damage to everything on their team. Stone Edge will also do a decent amount of damage. So they go for the Crunch, actually, which does... Wow, that does decent damage to my Regirock. So what I'm going to do is go for a Stealth Rock first. I think they're probably going to switch into Tangrowth again. But getting the Stealth Rocks up is very important. Obviously, Scyther can come in now as well, and that can scare us with Defog, but not going to worry too much about that now. So they are going to withdraw the Tyranitar. What are they going to go into? Scyther? Aerodactyl? Makes sense, makes sense. Not sure what Aerodactyl can actually do in this situation. I mean, we've already got the Stealth Rocks up now at this point. It can't really do much damage to us. I say we just go straight for another Stone Edge, to be honest with you. So let's go for that. Let's go for the Stone Edge. They stay in, they go for their own Stealth Rocks. Makes sense. Get them up last ditch, just in case. As our Stone Edge unfortunately misses, so that's a real shame. They might actually keep their Aerodactyl alive now. They might go for a switch. The pressure on the Aerodactyl is making our PP go down real quick, though, on the Stone Edge over there. So Earthquake hits pretty hard. We can go for the Stone Edge, take out the Aerodactyl, and that's one less thing to deal with, I guess, later down the line. So Aerodactyl goes down. And now it's basically free reign for them to go into Tangrowth or Scyther. Either or, it's going to be a bit of a difficult situation for our Regirock. In comes the Tangrowth. Now, Tangrowth, I'm looking at the situation now, and they've got Lapras, which will KO us. They've got a Scyther, which will KO us. They've got a Tangrowth, which will KO us. Porygon-Z is the only thing that we can even stand against, and it'll probably still KO us. I'm thinking we just go straight for a Stone Edge and let ourselves go down. That's what I'm thinking. and then just get a free switch in. So Regirock, you've done your day. We're going to go for a final Stone Edge, get some damage off on it. There we go, nice bit of damage as they go for a Giga Drain and just destroy us. So Regirock did a really good job this game. I'm really glad that we got to pull off Regirock a little bit there. Took out the Aerodactyl, got Stealth Rocks up, did some damage to the Tangrowth at the same time. Did some damage to everything, basically, because of Stealth Rocks. So, yeah, I think Regirock did a good job. Really good job. So what we can do now is we can just go straight into Arcanine if we want to, or we could go into our Scyther. Scyther, sorry. Let's go into Scyther. I know the Stealth Rocks are up and everything like that, but it's fine. We'll be fine. We've got an odd number of HP, so we'll take 2 Stealth Rocks before we go down anyway. There we go, see? Doesn't take you down into yellow. What I'm going to do is go straight for a Choice Banded U-turn. They are definitely going to switch here. There they go. They withdraw their Tangrowth. They're going to go into what? Scyther? Scyther comes in. Scyther comes in. Scyther comes in. I guess a bit of Stealth Rock damage itself, as we can go for a U-turn, do a little bit more damage as well. About, ooh, not even that much, to be fair. Not too much damage. But it's damage at the end of the day. It's damage at the end. So, what we can do now is we can go into our Arcanine. So it's likely they're going to go ahead and go for a defog here, I think. So going into Arcanine here is a great opportunity for us to scare it out. So it can't go for a defog because it's just going to get hit in the face by a Flare Blitz. And I don't really see what they get to switch in here. Nothing really wants to take a Flare Blitz. Nothing that can't be followed up by, you know, a close combat. So let's go for the Flare Blitz. Arcanine does really well here for the rest of the team now that the Aerodactyl's gone. There we go. They actually stayed in. Surprised they didn't go for a Bullet Punch just to get some chip damage off, but, you know, it's whatever. So Scyther goes down. I can't really see what they can do here. Like, they kind of have to go into Tangrowth and hope that it can take a Flare Blitz. If it's physically defensive, it might be able to take 1 Flare Blitz. And the recoil definitely finishes off. In comes Porygon-Z. So Porygon-Z can definitely take a Flare Blitz, but can it take a close combat? That's the real question. Don't think it can. However, it could be Choice Scarfed, so we're going to have to try and switch out to something else. Now, I don't really know what to go into here. I see we go into Flygon and just sack it off. Again, there might be no need for this, but we don't know what set the Porygon-Z is, and plus it might outspeed Arcanine anyway. I can't remember off the top of my head without checking. Pretty sure it does outspeed though. So we'll see what they're going to do here. They might go straight for a Tri-Attack. Yep, Tri-Attack comes through. Animation looks pretty banging in this game, to be fair. Takes Flygon out, easy peasy. That would have also taken out Arcanine, no problem whatsoever. But now we can go into our wonderful... Hitmontop. Do we go into Hitmontop? I think we go into Hitmontop. We'll get rid of the Stealth Rocks on our side of the field, because Scyther wants to come in and do some work as well. Scyther really wants to come in and do some work. So we'll get the Intimidate off, not that it really matters. And someone pointed out to me that it's pretty funny. If you watch the Hitmontop now, did you just see it? Its little tail thing goes back inside itself. How bizarre is that? So let's go for the Rapid Spin anyway. We can definitely take a Tri-Attack, but they are going to switch out. They're going to go into Tangrowth. Tangrowth is definitely a good switch there. Back at full HP thanks to its disgusting regenerator ability, as we can go straight for a Rapid Spin. There we go. Does a decent amount of damage as well, surprisingly. And we get rid of the Stealth Rock, so that's pretty good. So, fully expecting a knockoff coming, because that's what it did earlier to my Flygon. What I'm thinking here is we expect the knockoff, and we stay in, right? We stay in. Hitmontop could be really good later on. I mean, the Lapras and the Tyranitar and the Porygon-Z. It's a really tough decision here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our Scyther. Scyther seems like a solid shout. If they go for the Giga Drain or the Sleep Powder, so be it, so be it. And something new that I learned the other day is if you get put to sleep with Sleep Powder, the first turn of sleep is always guaranteed to be asleep. I didn't know that. So there's the Sleep Powder. That's going to put us nice and fast to sleep, which is a shame. Means we're going to get hit by a knockoff this next turn. Now, obviously, we're going to stay asleep the first turn. I know that now. Really know that now. We're going to stay in anyway because I don't really want to switch anything in, and we're going to go straight for an Aerial Ace. Well, I mean, we're not going to go for an Aerial Ace because we're asleep, obviously. So they go for a Sludge Bomb, which is an interesting one, and that doesn't quite get the KO on us, which is great. And I'm thinking we just stay in again, and this time I'm hoping we wake up. If we don't wake up, it's no big deal. We can just bring in Arcanine, and Arcanine can take care of this Tangrowth easy peasy. Let's go for the Aerial Ace anyway. We are still fast asleep, unfortunately, as this next turn they go for a knockoff, and that's going to take us out. So Scyther didn't get to do much this game, but Arcanine is going to put in some work. Regirock is definitely going in the thumbnail, though, because he did a good job, considering he's a Regirock. And I know he's a legendary, he's meant to be really good, but let's face it, they're not really that good. Not really that good. So, right, Arcanine is the only Pokemon we have that can take out this Lapras Tangrowth. So I'm hoping that they don't switch out and they just take this Flare Blitz like a champ. So let's go for it. Let's see how well they take it. If they don't take it very well, we're in luck. All right, they're going to withdraw the Tangrowth, probably into Tyranitar to take that Flare Blitz. They bring in Lapras instead. Now, Lapras can definitely take a Flare Blitz, but it won't be able to take the following close combat, that's for sure. So we'll go for the Flare Blitz again. It's going to nearly take it out, which is great. Unfortunately, see, this is the problem we've got now. This is a real problem. So we really need to save Arcanine for Tangrowth. That's what we need to do. We need to save Arcanine for Tangrowth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into our Azumarill over here. Azumarill can definitely switch into the Lapras. Now, I know Lapras gets Freeze Dry, but I don't think it'll go for it on the Arcanine. There we go. We're going to withdraw the Arcanine. I think it's more likely they will go for an Ice Shard on the Arcanine. So we're going to pink stuff real quick. The Azumarill. Azumarill can do pretty well here, I think, as they go for a Surf, which is, of course, not going to do too much damage to Azumarill. There we go. Solid little nothing amount. Now, Lapras can get... it can get Thunderbolt. However, I think they switch into Tangrowth here. So I'm going to go straight for a Belly Drum. I think Belly Drum's a shout. Let's go for it. Let's hope they stay in. Let's hope they don't stay in. They stay in! So they're probably going to go... Oh, crap. They're probably going to go for a Thunderbolt, aren't they? We do outspeed it, which is great. We get the Citrus Berry off. No, we've got an Aguav Berry, I think it is, or something like that. There we go. Back up to half health. They go for the Freeze Dry. That's going to KO us. That's unfortunate. So really what I could have done there is gone for the play. I really thought they would switch into the Tangrowth there, though. I really thought they would. But hey-ho, what can you do about it? Not a lot, unfortunately. Right. Hitmontop, Hitmontop, Hitmontop. Need to go into Hitmontop. We need to go into Hitmontop. There we go. Now, it's very likely that they're going to switch out into the Tangrowth now, but I'm going to go for the close combat anyway. They are going to withdraw the Lapras, of course they are. It's just breaking through this Tangrowth is really hard. I should have really anticipated that and gone into the Arcanine, but it was way too risky, way too risky. So we'll go for a close combat. Does a solid amount, to be fair. We might actually be in the clear to go for another close combat. To be fair, I don't really see how we get around it otherwise. Let's go for another close combat. They might go for a Sleep Powder, they might not. But Arcanine only has one hit left in it no matter what we do. So we'll go for another close combat real quick. They could go for a knockoff here. They could go for a Giga Drain. They go for the Giga Drain. That's going to do a solid amount of damage. Actually nearly KOs us. Wow. Unfortunately, I don't think we can win this now because Arcanine with the Life Orb is just... It's just not going to work, is it? It's not going to work at all. They've got all that health back from the Giga Drain as well. So, I think we just have to suck it up this time. We can't break through this Tangrowth, unfortunately. Like, we can, but like I can't switch Arcanine in now and preserve Hitmontop because it'll just die to one hit. Plus, they'll probably just switch out to take a Flare Blitz and, you know, get the Arcanine out. So we'll go for another close combat. We might get a crit. We don't get a crit, though. And we're just going to have to let it go down, I'm afraid. There's the Giga Drain. It's going to finish us off. Of course it is. There we go. As this next turn, we just go into Arcanine and we go for a Flare Blitz and take out the Tangrowth. And hopefully they just let me do that because I just want to break the Tangrowth. If there's anything I take away from this game today, it's that Tangrowth should die. And I know I use Tangrowth. I know I use Tangrowth, but I don't care. We'll bring in Legend, the Arcanine. Our last Pokemon, of course. Get the Intimidate off, which does nothing against Tangrowth, really. And we'll go for the Flare Blitz on the off chance that they live. We are Life Orb, so it doesn't really matter what attack we go for. It'll still KO the Arcanine. They stay in and take it like a champ. Tangrowth goes down finally. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the game, I'm afraid. So that was a pretty fun game, to be fair, nonetheless. It was tough to break through the Tangrowth, and we didn't actually end up doing that in the end. But I think overall we did pretty well. We did pretty well. There's probably some plays that I made wrong here and there, but you know, you live and learn from all of those, and I'm sure someone will point them out to me in the comments, and that's where I learn from. So please point my mistakes out in the comments. It really helps me learn, like seriously. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.